What's up, everybody? How are you? This is Tom McCaffrey. Welcome to Trial and Terrors. I'm going to talk a little more about the Amber Heard thing, Johnny Depp, and because Amber Heard did an interview with NBC Dateline over the weekend, and it's pretty remarkable. Uh, so before I start, please like this video if you like it, and please subscribe. And check out my podcast also, LA2B, Last Exit to Brooklyn. I put a lot of the audios from this channel up there after I'm done. And also it's a podcast where I have a lot of guests and comedians come on and talk about stuff. Okay, so this is a big thing everyone's talking about, is the worst analogy ever made. It's the analogy she makes with the Edward Scissorhands. It's just so awful. I mean, it's just sort of, it's hard to fathom that she, had any forethought into this analogy. I mean, she obviously thought about it and was like, oh, I can't wait to unleash my Edward Scissorhands analogy when they try to say that I'm a liar. It's like, what a weird analogy. Just, it doesn't even make sense. It's like, so they said, the lawyer said you're a liar. What do you think of that? Says the lawyer of a man who did a movie where he convinced people that he had scissors for fingers. I love how she's saying, first of all, it has nothing to do with what she's saying. This woman, the lawyer, calling her a liar, I don't know what that has to do with Johnny Depp pretending to have scissors for hands in a movie. Oh, she thinks I'm a liar, really? Oh, well, she knows a guy who did a movie, and in the movie, he pretended he had scissors for hands. And, I don't want to spoil this, but, Johnny Depp doesn't have scissors for fingers. Okay, just let's get that out there. Spoiler, Johnny Depp has normal fingers. He's trying to convince the world that he has scissors for fingers, and that's bullshit. I just feel like it would be the same analogy. It'd be like, just, it's such like a tenuous connection, like to get to how the lawyer is a liar. It's like being like it's like so Toby Maguire's mom said that you're a liar. Really? This coming from the woman whose son was in a movie where he convinced people that he's a spider and he has spider traits and he like can shoot webs from his hands and can swing from buildings. Really? She thinks I'm a liar, right? Oh, really? Maybe she would want to look in the mirror, my friend thinks you're a liar. Oh, really? This coming from the woman who saw a movie starring a man who stopped the world and can fly through the air and made time go backwards. And this from the woman who saw a movie about a guy who built a time machine and went back in time and got stuck in the 50s and then had to spend a week there and then make his mom and dad meet. Yeah. Oh, really? She thinks I'm a liar. Yeah. Well, maybe she's a liar because she saw a movie and she believed it. Okay. Like, oh, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, all right. Um, and then like, of course, she brings up she said she donated the money to the charities, $7 million. So you said you donated $7 million to a charity, right? Yes, that's right. But you didn't donate it, right? But I pledged it. This whole pledge donate meaning, this controversy or discrepancy, and they're like, well, you wanted people to think that you donated. Well, I mean, this is the analogy I make. Here comes another horrible analogy. Like right when I heard her say that, I was like, uh-oh, here we go. Another scissors for fingers analogy. They said that you didn't donate the money. Really? Really? Well, they don't believe me. Well, what about this guy? He had scissors for fingers and he didn't really. So I think that's pretty clear that I did donate it. You're just saying things about scissors for fingers. No, she says something like, I mean, an analogy is like if you buy a house and you don't put up all the money for the house, like you don't, you can still say you bought a house, it's like that doesn't have anything to do with what you're talking about. You're talking about like a house is like, you put money up front and then you pay them the rest of the mortgage off as time goes on. This is like giving money to a charity. If you say you're giving money and then you just don't give the money, that's not saying you gave to the charity. It's like the analogy. It's like just as good an analogy would be if she was like, it's like if you get cable, and they install it and then you stop paying for months, like you never pay for the service, you could still say, you still have cable, it's just you're just not paying for it. Oh, okay. It's like if you steal a car, and then someone sees you in a car and you can say, I have this car, it's like, yeah, I didn't pay for the car, but I have a car. Oh, these are really good analogies. First of all, another thing I wanted to say, she kind of looks bad in the interview. Like, she looked good during the trial, but I don't know what, she looks almost like she's in drag or something. She looks kind of like masculine. I think it's her eyebrows or something. Did not do a good job, but that's neither here nor there. Then they brought up, the interviewer did a lot of things. She was kind of trying to, walk the line, and she was really nice about it. But she's like, so basically, yeah, you said this, but then it came out you didn't do that. So what about that? Oh, well, like the one thing I was like, there's recordings of you saying that you hit him in the face, and then you recordings of you saying you started the fight. And she's like, well, I mean, they just played tiny snippets of audio. And if you're just going to play tiny snippets of audio, that's going to make you look bad. They didn't play it in the context. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, they had snippets of you admitting things that you said you didn't do. So they're just going to play that part. Why do they need to play the whole thing? It's like, remember that part in the audio where you admitted doing the thing you keep saying you didn't do? Yeah, that was taken out of context. Okay, but I mean, what was the rest of the audio? Like, we just kind of have the audio of you saying it. Once they have the part of you admitting the thing that you claim you didn't do, that's kind of all the audio they're probably going to provide. I guess they should have played an hour of audio. It's like, no, they just played the part, the greatest hits. I know. And then she's like, oh yeah, I said that because I'm so scared of him. And you play into the that's the one thing I never bought about this. She kind of acts like she's so afraid of him, like, oh god, I was so terrified for my life. But then in all like the audios and videos, she's kind of like mocking him and laughing at him. And I don't think that when you're terrified of people, I don't think you mock them to, like I've been terrified of people. I didn't go up and mock them to their face. I waited till they were gone to mock them. The biggest revelation about that trial and this interview is like she's really bad actress. Like she is not a good actress, because she is. I think this is what the jury saw. Just she does not come across credible when she's crying and talking. Like the crying looks so put on. I mean, maybe that's what it was. I think this was kind of a battle of an acting battle. And Johnny Depp is a really good actor, and clearly, if it comes down to acting, he's going to beat her. Another bad thing about the interview that came off badly is while she was being interviewed, she kept answering while looking over to the jury, even though there's no jury there. She kept looking over to the camera crew. So, Amber, are you lying? No, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. Like, just could you stop looking at the sound guy? You don't need to convince him. He just works here. She's so used to it. Like, I'm just used to trying to convince people to the left of me that I'm not lying. Oh, this is the other thing that came out. There's video of her, I guess someone took, of she's shopping at TJ Maxx. She's having a rough time because, I don't know, is it really that bad to be, shopping at TJ Maxx? And like, look how broke she is. She's shopping at TJ Maxx. Oh, she's really fallen from grace. Her life is just totally in the toilet now. Imagine you're a TJ Maxx and you see Amber Heard there. You're just like, oh god, I gotta buy something for $4. Is that fucking Amber Heard? Jeez, we shop at the same place. Maybe that's why she looked so bad in the interview. Maybe she like can't go to her eyebrow guy anymore. She doesn't have enough money because her eyebrows look really thick and just made her look kind of like a dude. So, I mean, I guess it's bad to be, shopping at TJ Maxx, but like, I kind of feel a little bad for her because, she did lie and everything. She's clearly not a very, she seems kind of like a little psychotic and unstable, but now she is being mocked and humiliated and harassed by everyone, which that can't be easy. You know what I mean? It's like, that must be suck about being famous now. It's like, if anything happens to you, it's so easy. Like everyone has such like easy access to you. Like I feel like when you were a celebrity back in the day, no one could like get to you. So like if they hated you, like they can maybe like write letters to you that they hated you. And now it's just like you can literally just like on there, you can just write a message to them that immediately gets to them. I hate you. Oh, okay, thanks. And then like, look at her. She's shopping at a shitty place. What a loser. Yeah, I'm just trying to buy underwear. Yeah, you loser. I can't believe you're buying cheap underwear. You're just like a human now. That's basically what everyone's like shitting on her about. Look at her. She's just like a person. We thought she was like special. Now she's just shit. All right. I think that's it. Thanks for checking this out. And please like this video and please subscribe and check out my podcast, Last Exit of Brooklyn. Join our Patreon and all that other fun stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.